Shine down! Full throttle! Rev the engines! With the flames to guide us across time, we took a land shrouded in darkness and used our own blood and tears to forge it into a home. Now our journey continues, and a new chapter awaits. As the current Pyro Archon, allow me, Mawika, to light your way forward. exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this. Weather like this is perfect for enjoying the outdoors. Want to go for a spin? Here, hop on. Oh, you're dripping wet. That must be uncomfortable. Let's take a break. I'll use my fire to dry you off. Sand is the natural enemy of fire and civilization. In the desert, ruins are all that remain to tell the story of the past. After waking up, I always go over the plan for the day in my head. Unfortunately, sleeping in is never on the agenda. Oh, have you had lunch? The Collective of Plenty sent over some fresh fruit, the perfect thing to round out a meal. Here, try some. So this is the proposal and approximate budget to rebuild the roads in the Children of Echoes. Oh, good evening. Is it that late already? Good night. I'm gonna take it easy and wrap up some work. Oh, don't worry. I see keeping busy as a great way to relax. Oh, my hair? Don't worry, these are friendly flames. They won't burn you or incinerate anything. Although I think our enemies will find that it's a bad idea to play with fire, if you know what I mean. When I was little, my father told me that a barrel can only hold as much water as the shortest plank. If you want to reach your full potential, you need to be willing to become the weakest link, to acknowledge your shortcomings and learn from others. That doesn't make you a failure. It pushes you to succeed. Baby Yumkasaurs are incredibly cute, and my saurian companion Hitada was especially clingy. He used to jump into my arms the minute he saw me, even from quite a distance. My sister Hine would get so jealous. Whenever she saw Hitada run towards me, she would do the same. Before I knew it, I would have an armful of baby saurian and baby sister at the same time. Oh, you want to know more about me? Sure, I'm actually quite fond of telling stories. Still, I think this will be a lot more fun over a few drinks. Getting stronger. Completing a difficult challenge, solving a complicated puzzle, defeating a powerful enemy. I don't have a singular hobby. The sense of accomplishment is what I enjoy the most. Due to lack of popularity, all future expansions and additions to the Saurian Sleuth have been suspended? That was my favorite tabletop puzzle game. It can't be because it was too hard or the rules were too complicated, right? That doesn't make it bad. If it comes down to sales, there's not much I can do. I hope the creator will come out with a new game. Maybe I'll write an anonymous letter to support him. Even when it comes to the simplest home-cooked meals, every family has their own recipe and the flavor can change a lot. I've tried a bunch of different stews around the stadium, each unique and delicious in its own way. But if I'm cooking for myself, I still prefer my family recipe. I like most ingredients, but I don't really appreciate dishes that are more form than substance, like a full-course dinner that will take 3 whole hours to get through. I respect culinary innovation, of course, but I prefer to spend my time on something more productive. Just what I like, thank you. Do you have the recipe? I'd love to learn. Not bad overall, but there's still room for improvement. Oh, it's surprisingly edible. Definitely not as bad as it looks. Starting from today, You should write down all your accomplishments on a piece of paper. Then, when you take it out on your next birthday, you'll have a gift from yourself. That way, you'll never forget how amazing you are. Happy birthday, traveler. Perfect. I feel nice and loose.
Hi there, I'm Ian-san, from the Collective of Plenty, and I'm the most well-known fitness coach in my tribe. You look like you're in pretty good shape. Do you work out too? Hi there, I'm Ian-san, from the Collective of Plenty, and I'm the most well-known fitness coach in my tribe. You look like you're in pretty good shape. Do you work out too? You haven't quite hit your reps for today. Come on, one more set. I've gone a little over my calorie budget so far. Need to rethink my dinner plans to get back on track. People seem to think I was born with super strength, but look at me. This tiny frame is what my genetics gave me. All my strength comes from consistent training with good technique. Put in the same work, and you can absolutely get the same results. Quick, find some shelter. You don't want to catch a cold. It just puts unnecessary stress on your system. Time to get some sun. Come on. This weather's a good chance to train outdoors. Now that I think about it, running against the wind technically counts as resistance training. This is not the place for training outdoors. Hey, good morning. Becoming an early riser is one of the first things to work on when you're looking to improve your self-discipline. If you can't even get yourself out of bed, there's no chance you'll stick to your other plans either. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a morning run. Want to join me? Good afternoon. Did you eat a proper lunch? If you ask me, lunch is the most important meal of the day. It's crucial for replenishing your energy and has a huge impact on your nutritional balance. If you ever need advice on how to eat right, just ask me. Good evening. Any interest in exercising after dark? The time right after sunset is perfect for outdoor activity. Since you avoid the worst of the sun, you don't get quite as dehydrated. And it's also a good way to tire yourself out enough for a great night's sleep. Want to give it a try? You should get yourself to bed. Losing sleep means losing gains. There's no way around it. Physical fitness has always been a big part of my tribe's culture. Young people even show off their muscles to each other as a friendly gesture. So obviously, if you want to call yourself a fitness coach around here, you've got to have the goods, or no one will take you seriously. In my case, though, I never actually set out to become a fitness coach. For years, I was just minding my own business, following my training plan, and then somewhere along the way, people started taking notice. Suddenly, people were watching in amazement while I was working out. Then they started asking me for tips, and it just grew from there. I heard that you've traveled all over the world and explored domains that few people have ever seen. It sounds amazing. Would you have time to tell me more about some of those experiences? Sometimes, what my students really need is the right inspiration, and I think your tales of braving the unknown and conquering adversity would be perfect for that. Designing new fitness equipment is a bit of a hobby of mine. If you ever notice any strange-looking contraptions at the fitness club, there's a good chance it's my handiwork. I'm not trying to be avant-garde or anything. I just think that different things work for different people. So I figured I'd create some alternative options. Not everyone wants to pump iron every day. So this way, even people who get intimidated by traditional weightlifting gear can still find a way to enjoy their training. People in my tribe like to test their strength against the Tatankasaurs. In fairness, they're usually pretty docile creatures, and most of the time you can flip them over without making them angry. But it's still a risky business, because a truly enraged Tatankasaur will charge with a vengeance and won't stop until it's completely run out of energy. Just one rampaging Tatankasaur is enough to destroy an entire village. So you really have to know what you're doing with them. I've held classes before just to teach people how to not rile them up. Have you ever heard of the Pilgrimage Victors Academy? It's a training program I set up after my string of victories at the pilgrimage. A lot of people assumed that I was blessed with superhuman strength. I guess it's not every day you see a short girl like me best everyone else in the stadium. But I wanted to show them that no, there's no mysterious force at work behind my strength. Just years of consistent hard work. Join my training program and you'll see for yourself. It was a strange experience at the start, though. First, I had people reporting me as a scammer despite the fact that the classes were free. Then I took Mawika's advice and introduced a fee. And suddenly, the class was oversubscribed. Weird. Researching training methods, designing training equipment, developing high-nutrition training meals. In a nutshell, training. I hate being short. Not because I dream of being tall and athletic-looking, though. It's just inconvenient. Like, whenever I'm teaching a group of students, I have to stand on a stool. Otherwise, when I demonstrate the proper technique, the students at the back won't see. My favorite food is... Yeah, honestly, I don't really have a favorite. I'm more concerned about the calories and the nutritional profile of what I eat. Taste is a secondary concern. Ugh, deep-fried food and ultra-processed food. I know that pretty much rules out most of what the rest of the world considers delicious. I know it all tastes good, and I have no problem with that. But if you look at the calorie content and the nutrient density, all that stuff is just... awful. Great choice. Good amount of calories, nutritionally balanced, exactly the kind of thing I eat when I'm training. I actually have a slightly improved version of this recipe, though. Let me know if you ever want to try it. Thanks. This is a very popular dish, although the calories are a little high, so it's not really something I go for. Sorry, I'm pretty strict with what I eat. Diet's one of the most important parts of any fitness regimen. Oh goodness. Everyone should stay away from calorie bombs like these. Athlete or not, this kind of thing is disastrous for your health. Happy birthday! Would you like to try my custom-made fitness cake? There's no cream or sugar, so it's low calorie. And I added in some veggies and grains to balance out the nutritional profile. Most birthday cakes out there are dangerous things to have around. All they do is make sure your body fat percentage goes up every year, along with your age. The key to effective fitness training is sound methodology, namely gradual progression and science-backed nutrition.